Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Cameron. Welcome to my nursing channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why I chose LPN over RN and basically what it's been like in LPN school. I'm in my fourth term. No, I'm in my last semester. Yeah, Med-Surg 4. I'm almost done. I start Med-Surg 4 on the 24th, so I have 2 more months of school left, then I can sit for the NCLEX, and then I can go practice and be a nurse. Yay, me. Y'all, real quick, I've been really tired lately, and I got a really bad eye infection like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still trying to recover from it. But anyway, so yes, LPN over RN. Honestly, it was because I just got tired of waiting. I spent a whole entire year applying to LPN programs. RN programs, and I wasn't getting in. I originally went to school for biology. Well, I went to school for nursing, but I went to school for biology, and I was maxed out on my aid, so I couldn't start a new bachelor's program because I didn't have any more money. Because my plan was to do my bachelor's in biology and then do post-bac nursing, like just do a post-bac accelerated degree. Those are also very expensive, and I just don't have any more aid. So I was like, okay, I have to figure out something. So I moved back from Albany with my parents and my baby. And basically what I've been doing is just applying and taking prereqs this whole time. Just trying to get into programs. Taking the prereqs like, one at a time. I wasn't like overdoing it or anything. And like I said, I spent a year just applying, and I just felt like it was a waste of time. I could have spent a year in the LPN program. You know what I'm saying? So I applied to LPN program. I got into 2 different ones, and basically that's what's been going on. Like, literally, I do plan to bridge up. I hope I can bridge up as quickly as possible, because they are not trying to pay LPNs any money out here. And we'll get into that later, especially for the amount of work you have to do. They're just not, it just doesn't match. So yeah, and I was discouraged about only being able to get into LPN school for a while, but I realized it's a part of the journey. It's a part of stepping stone. For one program that I was trying to get into, I did have to get a CNA license. So I just took that as a part of the, the stepping stone to, we taking the scenic route. It is what it is, or whatever, because your girl wasn't finna retake any more classes or wait. So I basically was like, okay, now is the time. I can get my LPN and use this to put me into an RN program, whether it be a bachelor's program, if I can get my job to pay for it, because like I told you, I don't have no more financial aid. They said, you're done. You're done. There's no more money. I can either get into a bachelor's program, or I can get my job to pay for like a 2-year program or whatever. So, yeah. And I thought I was just going to slide into a 2-year nursing program at a community college. Girl, it was extremely competitive. I mean, like, some of the programs I saw, they post their score trends online. The lowest GPAs were like 3.7s, and I was like, that's the lowest GPA y'all accepted was a 3.7? That's wild, bro. That's actually wild. That's high. That's a high GPA. So I was like, I'm not retaking any more classes. I did have to retake some because they were too old. So I do have a GPA like around that now, depending on what the school wants for prereqs. So it can range anywhere from a 3.6 to a 3.8. But like I said, y'all, I just wasn't about to keep applying to RN programs and waiting an entire semester to hear back of whether I got in or not. Like, because for a lot of these RN programs, for a lot of nursing programs, you have to apply a semester ahead and just wait. And it just takes up so much time. It takes up so much time applying to nursing school. So that's basically why I chose LPN. And I was like, look, I'm just going to do this. That way I can make some money. I just turned 30 last week. So I'm graduating, at 30. I can move out of my mama's house. I can move out of my parents' house, take care of me and my baby. And then, eventually go off and get my RN. Hopefully within a year and a half, I can do that. So yeah, LPN school, what has it been like? Girl, it's actually been a little bit too easy. Like, it's extremely doable. If you've never been in a classroom, in like a college classroom environment, or if you've been out of school for a long time, because a lot of the people in my LPN school are older, in my LPN program are older. If you've been out of school for a while, I'm sorry, y'all. I just had some coffee, so if I burp, I'm sorry. If you've been out of school for a while, it will be difficult to like kind of get back into schooling. But because I was like consistently in college it has not been that difficult for me. And because I was a science major, it hasn't been that difficult for me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, I have failed a test, but after I failed that one test, I never failed another one. It only takes one time for me to get the message, okay? It takes one time for me to get the memo, and I'm like, oh, this is how we doing things? All right, man, let me fix myself. But yeah, it has been pretty smooth sailing, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than what it is, but it really hasn't been. I don't know if RN school will be much harder. I do plan on working on a med-surg floor after I graduate, and we're going to get into, working and what LPNs can do in Georgia just to help me out, working on that med-surg floor just to help me out with RN school, because I think it'll be a great learning opportunity for me, even though they are not trying to pay us nothing, girl, for the same amount of work. Like, girl, I understand the scopes are different, but Georgia uses LPNs to their fullest scope. Like, if they can stretch the scope even more, they would, okay? Because a lot of these hospitals are desperate, I will say that. But I think working on the med-surg floor and in a hospital environment will benefit me in the long run. A major hospital here in the metro area, north side, they offer like an LPN residency. I'm thinking about doing that. It's pretty far from my house because I live on the outskirts, but I'm thinking about doing something like that, even if I got to move in for a little bit or whatever the case may be, just so I can get that education and be in that hospital environment, because it's just going to benefit me, because my goal is to actually be an NP. So that is my end goal. And right now, I'm just starting from the bottom, girl. I just came up from the bottom. Now, I do work as a tech in the hospital. And at the hospital that I work at, they know I'm in nursing school. They put like that I'm going to be an LPN on my little profile. But girl, they're only trying to pay $21.50 to start off. And then for you to get a decent, like $7 in differentials, you have to work every night and weekend. So you have to work at night on the weekend to even see like $28, $29 an hour. I think that's insane, because on the floor, I work on the med-surg floor. On the floor, we have LPNs and we have RNs, and the LPNs practice pretty much at the same scope of an RN. They don't get as critical patients, and of course, they can't do like initial assessments and stuff like that, but it's not so big of a difference that the RN should start off at $34 and the LPN should start off at $21.50. That's almost a $12 pay difference for basically the same amount of work. I think it should be around $5 or $6 in pay difference, but that's just me. I'm new to this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people may come into my video and tell me LPNs are stupid, and they just, I don't want to hear the negativity anyway, but from what I've seen and from the amount of work that the LPNs have to do in a hospital setting on like a med-surg or a tele floor, the pay gap shouldn't be $12. That's just me. So what else did I want to tell you guys before I got off this video? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe so you can see more nursing content. I might do some school content next week. It's just, I didn't document my whole nursing journey because honestly, it's just been a lot of work. It hasn't been hard work, but it's been a lot of work. Like the level of assignments, the amount of assignments and work and time commitment I have to give to the program is probably the hardest part. I'm really annoyed and I'm tired of them. I only got 2 more months left, girl. I'm gonna fly through these 2 months and get on to trying to figure out where I'm gonna go for my RN. And I've even debated just starting at an RN program from scratch, but I really don't want to go through fundamentals and pharmacology again. So if I can avoid that, then I will. But yeah, y'all, stay tuned on my channel for more nursing videos to come. And yeah, let's get to this money, y'all. Bye.